Hi, my name is BBA SSR Krishna. In this video, I am going to discuss about a web app named ApCityPraayanam, developed using technical stack. For coding platform, GitHub is used. For database purpose, Supabase is used. And for app development, Vercel platform is used. And to develop the code, Claude is used. The main objective of ApCityPraayanam is bus tracking and traveling for city buses, seats occupancy in the city bus, digitalization of existing bus pass system from counter from bus pass counter at the bus depots to e-pass. The application is developed taking into consideration of a sample data set. It has been used only for testing purpose. It is not a real-time data. Data has been mocked up for the purpose of testing of this application. In the ApCityPraayanam application, it's basically a web application. So we do not need to download it or not an APK file. So we do not need to download it from any Play Store. It can be directly when we can be directly seen in any browser. So here we can see at the top of this application, we can change the languages from English, Telugu, as well as Hindi. At present, only these options have been provided. The route names are present in English itself, and also at the top right corner there is an SOS button. So in this, from here, the purpose is tracking. So when I want to move from one location to one location to other location, we can see drop down here from RTC complex to Rishikonda, Gurudwara junction, say. So if I search the buses, I'll get the total number of buses between RTC complex to Gurudwara. So there are around 10 routes which cover this. It is not something that the also some buses which cross this location also will come under this section. So there are also 10 routes from RTC complex to Gurudwara, 3 running. And also we can search by route number. If we know the if we don't know the particular bus, we can search it by route number too. Suppose say 900 or 400. So I search the buses. I can see in the top and you can see route 400. There are 4 routes matching 400. So 400, 400K, 400H. All the buses which comes under this routes will be shown in the next screen. So these two has been in. This is the home icon. Let's explore first the home icon. In a similar way, every screen will be explained slowly. So here you can see we can search by stops, we can search by route numbers, and from source to destination there is an e-pass section, and there is live buses section. Live buses means the total number of buses which are currently running. So the buses which are currently running at 29 routes, and 12 buses and 12 routes are shown here, and 50 are running. So these are all the buses. So 900R is one of the route. 400 in this route there will be many buses. We can see this RTC complex to Kormanpalam. We have 2 buses. Means in this, although there are many number of buses, we have shown present only from our current local GST time to maximum 4 to 5 hours, which means around 2 to 3 buses. So for any passenger, if we want to board any bus, if we look into this, we can see the next bus, the upcoming bus, the live bus. See here we can see the live bus is only one. So live bus is only one, and upcoming buses will be shown. Here we have 2 buses. The upcoming bus is around 1 hour 58 minutes. So and the next bus is around 3 hours 7 minutes. So in a similar way, at least 2 number of buses in a proximity of 4 hours has been mentioned here. So this second section, this my ticket section, and the timetable. So anyone who want to know the timetable, and this is a notification section. APSRTC can notify if there is any droppage of any route, or if there is any breakdown in any route, or the new buses added in any route can be seen here. The reason such as once we mistake at the popular route taken, these are all comes under the main screen. Let's come to the second screen, that is buses section. So in the buses section, we can see here all the live buses. So there are many number of buses, and you can see and we can see the at the top all the buses at the top they are on live, which means that the total number of seats occupancy will be updated for every 25 seconds. So as a result, passenger can have the idea of total number of seats which will be available. So in some cases, when we see here the bus so these updated. So here we can see 14% of occupancy from 900 or from RTC complex to Metro Express, and the depot is Madhurwada. Also we can see we can search by route number 900. So 900 we get it. So we can search by route number if we want to know which bus, if we know our route and if we want to know if any bus is live or not. Also the bus type, city, ordinary, express, and which type of bus you would like to want. So here let's click on RTC complex. So here we can see RTC complex to Rishikonda. The bus is about to start 10:36 and it started and it's moving, and by 10:49 it will be reaching the next INS Kalinga. So already out of 44 seats in the bus, we got 32 seats. 32 seats are already filled, and based on the ticket e-post punch data, whenever the conductor punches any ticket or whenever the conductor give any ticket, the tickets will be updated here. So also we can see the fare breakdown of the travel between RTC complex to Rishkonda, the distance and kind of bus, depending on the type of express, depending on kind of bus, it will be changed. Here we can see the top bottom, select bus 9 active and 9 completed. So here we can see these, we can see that these are crossed down, which means these routes has been completed. The buses which routes has been completed will be crossed down, and the buses which are traveling right now, these are the different number of trips of this bus. So AP395 in this route, different buses you can see 71571, 7 Z1418. All these buses has completed. When we click on these completed buses, we can see trip completed and arrived at which time. The one which is live, it can be see in a green section, and it is been blinking on and off. So this is how the buses section has been prepared, and the upcoming sessions also we can see here, and this is how the buses section will be. So with this, we can, any person can know the distance, the number of buses in this, and the upcoming bus, and the occupancy in this bus, and the fare breakdown. And the third section is the e-pass section. E-pass section is one thing which is very useful for regular commuters in RTC or any public transport. So here people need not need to buy ticket or need not need to pay for change. So mostly it will be useful for government employees or any non-gested organizations, NGOs, student passes, different types of passes, people who travel regularly. So for this, they don't need to go to depot and wait at the depot. They can simply use this application. Here we can see this one of the such pass where it has been active from the e-pass. This e-pass is active, and the route and the validity and everything in the QR code. And whenever the pass has been activated, the conductor, when he scans this QR code, it can be known whether it is currently running or not. Also we can see the different flexibilities with this e-pass. We will be using an Aadhaar authentication for it. Okay, let's apply for a new e-pass and let's know what are the details which we need to submit for to get an e-pass. So here you can see, so this is something, and some give random data. Let's give some random data, SSSDDD, and some give some random number, and some random phone number, and some random ID. So this is just a mock-up purpose. We have submitted. So once we have submitted this, we can see that it will be going to next screen, in which shown application has been submitted, waiting at the depot manager level, and e-pass will be activated. So this is the applicant details and all details and QR passcode, and we can see at the clearly at itself pending approval e-pass APTC 2026 VSP and 47289. This is the e-pass ID. So once this depot manager approves this, you can clearly observe 0747289. So when it will be clear like 0045512. So when it has been approved, we can see the same number here. So this is how an e-pass section will be. And depot manager there is a separate authority portal for him. Whenever we submit any application online without using any paper and pen, this it will be automatically transferred to him in another portal where he will be having a login. He'll cross check the particulars of education details, whether he is a student or not, using student ID from the government, from other government websites, and also the other details and other details, and whether it comes under his jurisdiction or not, whether he comes under student or not, all the details will be cross checked by him with his available resources, and he has the jurisdiction to approve or reject your application. So the next section is timetable section. This timetable section is very useful for people who plan it before, if they want to move for long distances. Suppose these are all the buses, you can see 84 routes in Visakhapatnam. These are all the buses, and once we type triple two, so triple two, we can see that if we want to go tomorrow at around early morning, the first bus will be around 5 a.m. and next is 6 o'clock, and right now 9:50 a.m. the bus is running. So I'll look onto it. So you can see 9:50 one bus is running, and its occupancy. So where it is, it has started from RTC complex at 9:50 and 10:41. So it has reached Madhurwada, and from Madhurwada it's transitioning to Anandapuram. By 10:58 it will be reaching Anandapuram. So the total seats availability in this bus. So this is how the timetable section will be, and we can see any route, the timetable section, the completed slots and upcoming bus routes. So with the first bus and the last bus can be known to any person, and the time taken for the travel also can be seen. And the last section is profile section. So the profile, it will be majorly useful for the people who get e-pass, who will using the pass, and also the persons who are interested in it. And sometimes it is like when we want to have a preferred route, and when the bus is about to arrive, when you're nearby to the bus stop, and when the bus has started, you could give, see in edit we can give notifications. So for which bus route the bus has arrival notifications, and for which place it is notification, this can be done. And also e-pass, you can see the e-pass section. So we don't need to worry about where, you don't need to scan something where his profile or not. In his profile itself there will be an e-pass, and this e-pass he can show to the conductor. So again, no carry and no any other thing. And even the payment can be done UPI itself, you don't need to take any challan or something. And also he can plan whether he can take an monthly pass or not, depending on the trips and the total amount spent for the bus tickets. So this is one such application, which is a basic initial application, and also this is not an APK file. So this the QR code of and the ApCityPraayanam can be embedded in a QR code, and can be, and anyone who wants to know the tracking system, and anyone who wants to know the bus application system, if once they scan the QR code, they could know. No login is required in order to track the system or occupancy system. Only in case when we need any pass or something, we need to have a login, dedicated login. Otherwise dedicated profile registration is not necessary. Most of the times Gmail is more than enough in order to check into it. So this is what ApCityPraayanam app, and this is the basic application, and mock data has been prepared, and timetable has been prepared, mockup based on the data available from online, based on data available from Wikipedia, and also APSRTC live track, and most of the resources from APSRTC which is available online, a mockup routes and mockup buses and bus numbers, everything has been prepared in order to test whether this application is useful or not to the public. Thank you.